Welcome back to the Doorkickers player channel. I do recommend that you play this video in 2x because I sometimes create a break in the narration. Sometimes it's because I don't know what I'm going to say next because I don't have a script. And other times it's because I'm trying not to use filler words. So just put it in 2x. I promise it'll be more entertaining that way. That being said, let's get into it. This is mission 40, rescue at John's pit stop. This is a hostage rescue mission, and I've mentioned this in previous videos, but when it is a hostage rescue mission or anything like that, when there's a mission objective other than just eliminating the terrorists, it's kind of fun to focus on the mission objective. So I like to do that. You're going to see in the end, I do not take out all the terrorists. I rescue the hostage first. So I, of course, completed the mission, but I did it in a way that made it kind of exciting because at any moment a terrorist could come out and surprise me from somewhere and either kill a hostage or kill an operator, and then I have to start all over again. So it's kind of interesting. It makes it exciting. All right, let's get into it. So we're starting off with 4 operators, and you can see that I have them waiting for Alpha, and that's so that they stack up as close as possible. They did switch to pistols, and the reason they switched to pistols is because it's a cleaner, quicker, more efficient kill. It takes only a couple bullets, whereas the rifles usually take a few bullets. Now, the reason they're going around and not breaching through this door here is because I think that whenever I did breach through that door, the second I breached through that first door, because there's 2 doors, so the door on the one side I'm talking about. Whenever I would breach through that door, the terrorist that's in that room where the countdown is, and remember, there's a countdown here. Something I forgot. I didn't notice earlier, which means that if the tango in that room is not dead by the end of that countdown, the hostage will die. So we got to move fast, efficient, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Everybody moves together, and that's it. And so the problem was that every single time I would breach through that one side door, the tango would immediately kill the hostage. So I have to go around, and you can see that I have a breaching charge set so that when my operator gets there, he's going to start setting up a breaching charge, and that breaching charge is going to take out that tango that right away because he's right behind the door. So that helps me a lot. Having the breaching charge and using that, it can be very useful in specific situations. In other situations, it kind of gets annoying because then one operator doesn't have all 4 flashbangs, but it's still worth it sometimes to have someone carrying a breaching charge, especially for situations like this. So the operators are going to move around through the 2 side over to the open area, which is kind of dangerous, but it works out in the end. Now, I did forget that when you stack them one in front of the other, they don't shoot. So the operators did kind of get injured, and you can hear them saying, I got hit, I got hit. And we did manage to secure the tango, get him out. We did secure the hostage and take out the tango. We took out the tango with the door blast, which is really convenient because the door blast either takes out the tango completely or at least disorients them enough time for the operators to get in there. Now, there's a couple mistakes we made already. We forgot to have the operator standing side by side instead of one in front of the other. Side by side is always better for taking out tangos. Another thing here is that as soon as we had the door opened, the three operators that were on the outside of that room, they moved to cover the rest of the building, and we should have left one covering the 2-3 corner, because there are these rooms that have doors closed, and a tango can come out of those rooms at any second, and we shouldn't have risked that. So that was a mistake. But either way, we keep moving. I realized that mistake, and so now I have an operator looking in their direction. And then as we move the hostage towards the rescue zone, we also move the operators to cover that. Now, there's multiple reasons you would do that. The reason that I like the most is because when the closer the operators are to the hostage, the more likely they are to have an accurate reading of where the tangos are or where the threat is, in the sense that when you have operators that are eh, a little bit distanced from the hostage, you end up in a situation where a hostage has a line of sight onto a tango has a line of sight onto the hostage, but the operators can't see the tango because they're not in the perfect angle to see the tango. And so the closer you are to the hostage, the more likely you are to see tangos that can be a threat to the hostage. So that's the reason that I like the most, and it works best for me to just think about that and move the operators as close to the hostage as I can. We did kind of, as they were moving, no one was really covering the 3 side, but it didn't really matter anyways. So we're just gonna skip over that.
Good job.
And we did manage to rescue the hostage. And as you can see here, it says hostiles pacified 17 out of 19. We did not take out all the hostiles, and that was kind of like the mission. That was my personal mission objective. I wanted to focus on rescuing the hostage, and not focus on taking out all the tangos. It just makes it more exciting, in my opinion, because then a tango can just jump out of nowhere, and so kind of have to be ready for that. But it really depends on the mission. There are future missions that are just way too damn difficult, and it's just not possible to complete the mission without taking out all the tangos. So yeah, it kind of depends on the mission, but if you can rescue the hostage instead of taking out all the tangos, it kind of makes it more fun. So yeah, definitely recommend doing that if you're playing the game. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. If you want to see more of these kinds of videos, make sure to subscribe. And feel free to leave in the comments anything you want to see in the videos, anything you want me to talk about. And I'll see you in the next video.